the Alexander McQueen curve bag versus the Louis Vuitton sac duffel. Which one would you choose? Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today I'm checking out the brand Alexander McQueen, in particular the curve bag, and I wanted to go over a comparison with a Louis Vuitton, very similar alternative to another bucket bag. Now, if you like the content on this channel, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for considering. And on with the video. So I've been looking at luxury alternatives that are different from the mainstream that you see for Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes, and I kind of landed on Alexander McQueen lately. Now, there are a couple of signature bags, and one I want to focus on is the curve bag. Now, the curve bag, I believe, came out in spring-summer 2021, and I just think it's just such a beautiful signature bag. It's kind of like this strong contemporary design with like a harness silhouette. I feel like at the time it probably was more of an it bag. I might be a little bit behind, but this one's currently priced at $1,920 Canadian. I think it's just such a beautiful take on a classic bucket bag. I just want to have a quick look at this stunning piece of work. It's quite a structured bag. The closure on the top is like a double flap magnetic closure. And then there's the beautiful cross harness in the front. I think that's just so beautiful, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. And then on the back has like this embossed emblem that is just so beautiful. It makes the bag so classy. The curve does carry with a adjustable strap with a long enough to drop to allow for crossbody or a shoulder wear. The cylindrical structure bag, I feel like it's just very oozing with elegance and strength. Just embraces all around like a new modern take contemporary bag. My only concern is perhaps this bag is too stiff for it to be practical. What I'm concerned about is for a crossbody bag, like, is it gonna look bulky given the cylindrical shape that it kind of sits on your hip and it's kind of bulky and sticks out? But I think that's the design of the bag. But for me, and also for some ladies out there with like larger hips, it might not look as appealing to have a bulky bag sitting on your hip. But overall, I do think the price is quite reasonable for a full leather bag from a fashion house such as this is $1,920. The reason I brought this up is because I recently noticed that 24S has a sale on this bag, 30% off, and it's $1,118. Now, this one is the classic black, but you can see on the Alexander McQueen website there are a variety of different colors, sometimes of different color combinations. And I just love how playful this bag is. It comes in a mini version and also a regular version as well. And then the double flap closure does have a magnet on it as well. Features in calf leather exterior. And it's just not a logo heavy bag. I just love the beautiful embossed sealed signature on the back. Just very clean lines. I think it's a great take on a classic bucket bag, and what I'm comparing it to is this Louis Vuitton duffel bag. Now, this one's currently not available, but I feel like it's pretty similar in shape and also style compared to the Alexander McQueen one that you're seeing there. You can see it has a strap that is removable and also has a top handle, which the Alexander McQueen one doesn't have, which is kind of a shame because I think a bucket bag kind of looks nice in the cross of your arm. And you can see the closure is a little bit different as well. Okay, so here's the Louis Vuitton monogram duffel bag. In the secondhand market on eBay, it's currently priced at $1,840 American. So that's around $2,500 Canadian. So the price difference is quite significant. This is actually a nicer kind of picture of how the bag looks like on the side with the straps that are detachable. I think this color is just lovely with the monogram as well. You can see there's no feet on the bottom. Of course, this is a used bag, so there is a wear, and there's the S-lock closure. So it might be a little bit harder to get in and out of for this Louis Vuitton bag as opposed to, let's say, the Alexander McQueen one. That's kind of one of my things. that I'm concerned about. You can see here, this one is $2,925 for this duffel monogram, the chapeau trunk bag. I think it's just such a cute bag, but the price tag is just hard to swallow at this point. So, but yeah, I think this is probably the closest one that I can find that's on Louis Vuitton. I don't know if bucket bags are still on trend right now, but like I certainly find these ones are very appealing, given that they're like a different take on the classic bucket bag. I think there is room for a bucket bag in any handbag lover's collection, because it is one of those bags that kind of can go in and out of fashion. Of course, the Neo Noe is kind of like classic for Louis Vuitton for bucket bags, but I would say that the one that I'm seeing in Alexander McQueen is just more of one of a kind. Look at this beautiful black and white one and how it sits on the model. It's just so beautiful. It's priced at $1,200 for this combo color one. It feels like if you're going to pick up a bag from Alexander McQueen collection, the curve bag's definitely one to consider. I'm also curious about how this bag will wear in terms of, is it scratch resistant? I have a feeling probably not. You'll have to be a little bit careful with it, given that it is more of a smooth kind of finish. It does come with this brass hardware silver finish, but it does have blush leather lining as well, and it can accommodate your smartphone. Yeah, I actually don't have a bag kind of like this shape, so I'm curious like how much you can fit in it and what you can put in it. So Alexander McQueen bag is just so iconic, so beautiful. It's a nod to the house elements, like the harness silhouette. It folds over to create like a pure kind of really ecliptic form of a magnetic closure that you can see here. And it's just one big compartment inside. So I do think that this item is much more reasonably priced compared to the Louis Vuitton version that is not full leather. And I feel like this is just such an underrated bucket bag. It sounds just so beautiful, and I love how structured it is, and given it's more structured and not as slouchy, it will probably last a lot longer. That's my take on this Alexander McQueen curve bag I want to bring to your attention, that's on sale right now. If you're interested in venturing out into this luxury brand and considering a bucket bag in your collection. After watching this video, what do you think about this bag? Do you think it's worth it? Do you like the tan color, the black color, or is there a specific color combination you like? Is this a bag that you already have in your collection, and if so, how do you love it? Or do you think you would rather spend the money on another bucket bag from another fashion house? I'd like to hear what suggestions you have. And a great alternative to the Louis Vuitton sac duffel monogram. Now, if you are given a choice and price is not an issue, which bag would you get? The Alexander McQueen curve or the Louis Vuitton sac duffel? I would love to know. So with that said, thank you so much for joining me in another video. I'll see you next time in another mommy review. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.